With Mike Minor and Mike Foltynewicz both being sidelined for 2 to 3 weeks, Cody Martin is moved to the rotation. Eric Courtier and Michael Cone are now in the bullpen. Eric Courtier is also moved to the rotation. Michael Cone is called up. Anyway, we are back here with more Braves baseball live from Turner Field, and it's been a while. We've been really busy, but we're back, and the Braves surprisingly holding their own as we get into mid-May, a team that many thought was worse than last year's team who missed the playoffs on the final day. Many people thought that they would not be a really good team, that they would be a cellar dweller of the NL East, but in fact, through the first month and a half of the 2016 MLB season, they're actually leading the NL East. So it'll be very interesting to see if this young group of players is able to go ahead and win it all in the NL East. But now the starting lineup for the Giants, leading off Nori Aoki, second Gregor Blanco, third Paul Goldschmidt, four Buster Posey, five Casey McGee, six Joe Panic, seventh Brandon Crawford, eighth Kristen Northia, and nine the pitcher. And they'll be going up against Cody Martin, who has been called up and is making his season debut after the Braves management decided in the offseason that they preferred him to develop in the minor leagues as a starter instead of being in the major leagues as a long reliever out of the bullpen. They really hope good things out of Cody Martin as Nori Aoki, the leadoff man for the Giants, steps in, and at long last, after a long hiatus of the Braves franchise, we are ready for some more Braves baseball here, as that is a cutter taken on the outside corner for strike one. After Nori Aoki gets out, former Brave Gregor Blanco will step in, and a misplay there. Not a great play, as we have a couple backups in for this game, and now here comes Paul Goldschmidt stepping up again. He will rip this one left field. That will get past James Jones for a base hit. Blanco had to hold up. He didn't know if it was going to be caught, so there'll be runners at first and second. In will step Casey McGee, the third baseman, now after Posey gets out, and he ropes it, but it is right at Simmons for the third out. So 2 hits for the Giants, but they can make nothing of it as we will go to the bottom half of the first inning. The lineup for your Atlanta Braves, leading off and playing center, Eric Young Jr., second and playing left, James Jones getting the start, third, Freddie Freeman, cleaning up Nick Markakis, fifth, Angelton Simmons, sixth, Corbin Joseph getting some playing time, catching and batting seventh, Christian Bethancourt, eighth, the second baseman, Elmer Reyes, and ninth is Cody Martin, and they'll be going up against the man who was traded from the Braves last year for right-handed pitcher Eric Courtier, Eric Stoltz, the veteran. Of course, as we said, he was traded to San Francisco. We'll see if the Braves regret this trade based on his performance today. Anyway, with 2 outs, a 2-1 count, Freddie Freeman stepping into the box. Beautiful day in Turner Field, and this one is hit up the middle. It's going to be a tough play, and he can't get Freeman. A great effort there, but Freeman is able to leg it out for the base hit, so the Braves have a runner on, and steps Nick Markakis, the right fielder. And Markakis will hit this one high and deep to left center field, going back at the track, but it is just to the track as Nori Aoki is able to corral it. So after one, it is all tied up at nothing. We're in the top of the second inning, 2 outs for Cody Martin. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and hit to left. James Jones is under it, and he misses the ball. James Jones misses a routine fly ball, and that's going to lead the runner on third, possibly, yes. What should have been the third out of the inning is now going to be a triple, as James Jones, the backup left fielder, completely misplays the ball. As you get another look, I don't know if he lost it in the sun or what, but that's going to give the Giants new life here, as Eric Stoltz, the pitcher, will step in. 0-1 count, and Stoltz hits this one to Elmer Reyes, and Reyes able to corral this one and throw into Freeman. So, fortunately for the Braves, the error does nothing. It is still 0-0 after 1.5.
We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score.
And will step Angelton Simmons, the shortstop, to lead off the bottom half of the second inning. The pitch from Stoltz, swung on in it high and deep from Simmons. Left center field, going back is Aoki at the track at the wall, and it is gone. You can have Angelton Simmons round the bases there as Angelton Simmons goes yard. It is 1-0 Atlanta. A mistake pitch there from Eric Stoltz. Simmons makes him pay and takes him deep. Freddie Gonzalez, the manager, loving that. And then we'll step Corbin Joseph, Braves utility man, who has not had a very good season to start off. But that one is roped in the right center field gap, base hit. That's going to be extra bases for Joseph. Joseph does have some speed, but he will hold up after second. So Joseph trying to inch closer to get above that Mendoza line. And will step second baseman Elmer Reyes.
First pitch coming.
The pitch from Stoltz, and Reyes hits this one past Paul Goldschmidt. And of course, Paul Goldschmidt coming over last year from Arizona. Traded straight up for Madison Bumgarner. Now with one out, Cody Martin, the pitcher. Reyes is going. He's going to try to steal, and he will be out. So that doesn't pay well for the Braves, as Elmer Reyes is caught stealing. And now Martin's going to need a base hit if he wants to get himself another run, which he doesn't. He swings and misses for the strikeout. But the Braves are able to get one on the Angelton Simmons home run. After two, it's Braves 1, San Francisco nothing. Now Nori Aoki steps in to lead off the top half of the third inning. Aoki will take this one into left field. James Jones under it. And Jones will misplay it again. James Jones' second error of the game. As you get another look here, this is just unacceptable defense from James Jones. And that will cause Gregor Blanco to come up here with Aoki on. And this one is hit to Jones as well. And Jones misses it again. His third error of the ball game. And this is getting ridiculous. And it looks like Aoki will score. So James Jones with 3 errors. Freddie Gonzalez pulls him out of the ballgame. Chevy Clark comes into play left. That is unacceptable defense for a man who's been hitting very well as a sub. Now the top half of the third. Corbin Joseph pulls Freeman off the bag, and terrible defense here by the Braves. It's inexcusable. It should be a 1-0 game. He should be out of the inning, but now runners at the corners, no outs. This is going to be a double play ball, but Blanco will score, and now the Giants have the lead. And I really feel bad for Cody Martin here making his season debut. Now that's going to be Casey McGee, who swings and misses on the curveball. So after 2.5, Cody Martin, you can see the frustration on his face. 3 errors for the Braves. I guess one of those errors from James Jones did not count. But as you see, Freeman with 2 outs with this one high and deep in the left field. Going back is Aoki trying to tie it up, but he won't be able to. Just short of the wall. So Freeman trying his best to tie this game back up. But then we'll step Cody Martin coming back to the mound. 2 outs, 1-2 count, and that is looking Kristen Norfia getting caught looking on the cutter, and so that will end the inning. And then we'll step Corbin Joseph. He doubled his first time. Stoltz working very well on the mound, and that will be roped, and it's off the glove of Paul Goldschmidt. But great awareness there, but they cannot quite get him. That was great awareness from the second baseman, but then we'll step Christian Bethencourt with a chance to extend this inning and maybe try to get a run. And that one is hit high and deep in the left field into the corner. Will that be gone? No, it won't be gone, but it'll be over the fence. And what bad luck for the Braves. If that didn't hop over the fence, Corbin Joseph definitely would have scored. It would have been a tied game, and then we'll step Elmer Reyes. So bad luck for the Braves. And now that will be grounded to second onto Goldschmidt, and the Braves don't get any runs. So I don't know if a team can get more unlucky than the Braves have been these 4 innings. They're lucky for them it's only a 1-run game. We'll see what happens in the top half of the 5th. There's 2 outs. Martin still working strong. Throws to Gregor Blanco, the former Brave, and that will be dived, and Markakis misses it. This may be the worst defense I've ever seen from any team in professional baseball. Terrible defense by the Braves. And now Blanco will be at third with 2 out. And then steps Goldschmidt. I tell you what, you got to feel for Cody Martin right here. It's that is hit in the left. Let's hope Chevy Clark can catch it. And he does. I don't think any team's really held their breath over routine play like that. That's been missed 3 times. It is still 2-1 San Francisco. Eric Young Jr. with 1 out, the leadoff man trying to inject some life and trying to help this Braves team turn around this game, as that one is roped into left field, base hit. And Eric Young Jr., the leader in steals last year in the National League, and will step Chevy Clark, and Eric Young Jr. is taking off. The throw is going to be way late as Eric Young Jr. is in there. In will step Freddie Freeman with 2 outs. Freeman hits this one in the left center field. Aoki is there. He catches in. The side is retired. So we'll see if Cody Martin, who has been pitching his heart out, still be able to get these Giants out. And it looks like he will, as that one is popped in the left. Hopefully Clark can make the catch, and he does. So Cody Martin pitching his heart out, but he just can't get any run support and can't get any defense from this Braves squad. Let's see if they can do anything. Corbin Joseph, the third baseman, with 2 outs. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one is swung and hit high and deep in the right center field. Going back is Blanco, and it will be off the wall. And now it looks like Joseph's going to third, and he will be in there safely with a 2-out triple. We'll see if they can tie it up. Christian Bethencourt, the catcher, will chase this one barehanded, and that will be an out. And the Braves can't get any runs. Cody Martin still down as the Braves through 6 innings. Now leading off is going to be Crawford, and he ropes this one into right center field, base hit, or into right field, base hit. And now Markakis, he's going to throw that one in, but Crawford will be on second. And we'll see what happens here. In steps Nori Aoki with 2 outs. 87th pitch from Martin. Caught looking, and Nori Aoki is retired. Martin, 7 great innings. And in will step Kevin Smith for Cody Martin after 7 great innings. We'll see what he can do. Stoltz still going strong on the mound. But Martin hits this one high and deep in the right or left center field. That will fall. Base hit. So Martin rounding first, heading to second. There will be a base runner here, life for the Braves, as there is a runner on second with 1 man out. And that looks like it'll do it for Eric Stoltz, as in will step Sergio Romo, the reliever. You see a 3.6 ERA on the season, 19th game he is coming into. And now with 2 outs, on will step Chevy Clark, and Clark will tap this one right in front of the home plate to Posey, who throws on to Goldschmidt, and the side is retired. So after 7, it is Braves 2, or is Giants 2, Braves 1. And then we'll step Michael Cohen making his season debut. Was part of the roster moves after Fultonevich's and Minor's injuries. Buster Posey with 2 outs will hit this one right to Simmons. Great defense there, and really the only good defender on this Braves squad, who's been playing good defense today, is able to make the catch. So we'll see what the Braves can do in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Angel and Simmons up with 2 outs. Romo still in the game, and Simmons will pop this one up. Jamal Crawford into the shallow outfield. He is able to make the catch. So we will go to the 9th inning. Your score still San Francisco 2, Atlanta 1. There's 1 out now, and Joe Panic ropes this one down the line. Just fair in left field, base hit. Chevy Clark is able to cut it off, but it will be extra bases for Joe Panic as he is able to get in there at second with a 1-out double. Now 2 outs. Kristen Norfield will hit this one to Simmons. Simmons will throw it on to Freeman. And so as we go to the bottom half of the 9th inning, it is still 2-1. We'll see what will happen here. Can the Braves make a comeback? Bruce Bochy is out of the dugout. Looks like he's going to call on his closer, Rafael Soriano, a former Brave in his own right as well. He'll see if he can shut down this Braves offense and get the win for San Francisco. And we'll step Corbin Joseph. He's 3 for 3, a triple, a double, and a single. A home run would not only tie it up, but also give the youngster the cycle. First pitch, Soriano looks into Posey. Will throw, and that will be grounded, and that will be picked by Jamal Crawford, who throws on to first. A bad throw, but is just barely able to get Corbin Joseph for the first out, and in with step Christian Bethencourt, the catcher. Soriano getting the 1 pitch out. It looks like it may be 2 pitch out, as now that one is lined to Crawford. And so now Elmer Reyes, the final hope for the Braves. Soriano looks in, and that will be hit high in the air, but it will be caught And that will do it. Just a bad all-around game for the Braves. They lose 2-1 when they really should have won 1-0. Awful defense. Cody Martin pitching a great game. But in the end, the Braves will drop to 24-17. Still good enough for first place. So we'll see what happens with this Braves team showing their youth and inexperience here tonight. This game is taking the energy out of me. This is just a very frustrating game for the Braves. Anyway, Giants with your win from Turner Field. Thank you very much for watching. This has been a production of the SportsMaster YouTube channel. Make sure to follow us on Twitter. It is linked in the description below. Anyway, have a great day, guys. SportsMaster out. Peace.